Hello. In this lesson, we will learn how to write for capital letters in Russian in cursive, and those letters will be Z, Z, I, and K. So you know actually how to write two of them, so it would not be so difficult for you. But let's take a look at the first letter. This will be letter Z. So as usual, remember, I will draw two horizontal lines and two vertical lines. They will kind of help us to keep our letters all in one row between these two horizontal lines and to keep an angle of all letters. So how do I write capital J? First, I write kind of half oval like that. And then you remember I showed you actually in my classes, I draw kind of zigzag sign, kind of lightning sign. First I go with one stroke up, then I go down and then up again, something like that. And I finish with the second half oval. So this is my letter J. It looks really very nice. As you see, I keep an angle, yeah, and it's obviously it's capital, so it's higher. It goes to upper space above the horizontal lines. So let's do it once again. Half oval, up, down, up, and the second half oval. So once again, half oval, up, down, up, and the second half oval. So very nice letter. Practice, please practice. So pause my video, write this letter I don't know, 10, 15 times. So repeat loudly zh sound. So this is zh. And when you finish, go back to my video. We'll practice to write a name with zh. So the name I picked is Zhenya. Zhenya is a diminutive, is a short form of Yevgeny or Yevgenia. So Zhenya, we can use this name to call a male person or female person. We start with Z. So you know how to do it. You practiced already. Half oval, vertical strokes. So going up, down, up again. Second oval. Now I connect my letter A, J, the vertical stroke for N, connector, hook, and then I finish with Ya. This is my Ya. So, Zhenya, I know it's pretty difficult for you. Three letters you see they are new, so they're Russian letters. You know only A actually from English. So that's why take your time, pause this video, and practice with this name. So write it many times, read it loudly. Zhenya. Try to keep this angle, try to keep all letters within two horizontal lines, except of course capital Z. And when you finish, go back to my video. We have a couple of letters to cover. So let's, next letter is Z, Russian Z. So you remember, guys, when I introduced A, B, V, G, D, E, yeah. So I write Z practically as A, but I write it backwards. So look, something like that. One oval, second oval. Once again, one small, one bigger. So this is how I write Z. Obviously, you would have to need a connector to connect it to next following letter. I would like you to practice with this Z. It's kind of number 3, you see it. Not very difficult. And then you will see, go back to my video and we will try to write a name starting with Z. So I picked the name Zina, a female name. So we start with capital Z, two ovals. Then I need my connector, like that. I write E, my E, then vertical stroke for N, connector hook, and I finish with A. Zina. So keep in mind, third letter is N, Russian N, Zina. Please practice with this name. Write it a couple of times and then go back to my video. We have still another letter to cover. So letter E. Very easy to write because practically, guys, you are going to write English U, capital U. But keep in mind, it's not U anymore, it's E. So how do I write it? Very easily. One hook, second hook. That's it. So this is capital E. I know you can write this capital E in more fancy way. Probably your Russian teacher will show you another examples with many different hooks. Just you can beautify if you want. But for practice reason, I think it's enough to write just like that. So once again, E. So E. This is Russian E. Okay? So look, how do we use it when we write a name? And I pick the name Ira. Ira is a female name. So we start with capital E, and then you remember long vertical stroke for R. We finish it with curve, and then I finish it with R. Ira. So please practice. So keep in mind, first letter is E, second letter is R. Ira. Okay, write it at least 10, 15 times and pronounce loudly, say loudly, Ira, Ira. Okay, when you finish practicing, go back to my video. We still have letter K to cover. So letter K, you know how to write this letter, not difficult at all. You just write capital K, like that. So this is my way how I write it. Yeah, once again. So this is K, Russian K. I mean the same letter as in English. It's no problem at all. Let's take a look. How do we write it? How do we connect it to when we write Russian name? And the name I picked is the name Kolya. It's short version of Nikolai, so male name, Kolya. Kolya. I know you like this ya at the end, guys. It's pretty difficult to write, so that's why I picked this name. Okay, we start with capital K, and then I connect my oval for O. So what I'm going to do next, I will use connector. You don't have to. You can connect L instantly, immediately directly to O, but I prefer to use a short connector, and then I connect my L. And then I finish with Ya. So you remember hook, small circle, oval, and then you finish with the right side hook. Kolya. Please practice with this name, write it many times, and pronounce loudly Kolya, Kolya. So when you finish, when you practice enough, when you think you can write these letters, very good. I recommend you guys to write another words I introduced in my previous classes, but start with capital letters. You remember, we covered many words in my lessons. Just rewrite the words and try to use capital letters you already know. Okay, see you in my next lesson. Goodbye.